You may think that Halloween is just a time for dressing in costume, carving a jack-o'-lantern, and trick-or-treating. But the holiday we celebrate on October 31st is steeped in spooky tradition. To understand the real meaning of Halloween, we must go back thousands of years. The origins of Halloween trace back to harvest festivals celebrated by a people called the Celts, many of whom lived in Great Britain and Ireland during ancient times. Historians believe that a Celtic tradition called Samhain is the precursor to today's Halloween celebration. Samhain was a festival that marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. Animals were brought in from pastures and crops were stored for the long, cold months ahead. The Celts believed that Samhain was a time when fairies, gods, and the souls of the dead visited the mortal world. To protect themselves from these supernatural beings, the Celtic people lit large bonfires and dressed in disguise. During Samhain, food was left out as a gift for ghostly ancestors. Children dressed in costumes and performed in exchange for food from the recent harvest. In the Middle Ages, somewhere between the years 730 and 740 CE, the Western Christian Church began observing All Saints' Day on November 1st and All Souls' Day on November 2nd. These holidays coincided with Samhain and other harvest festivals of the past. All Saints' Day is a time for Christians to honor and remember saints of their faith. As it happens, Hallow is another word for saint. So the evening before All Saints' Day, also known as All Hallows' Day, is called All Hallows' Evening. The word Halloween is a contraction of the phrase All Hallows' Evening. In England, an All Hallows' Eve tradition called souling was popular. Children would go door to door asking for small cakes called soul cakes. In return, the children would sing songs and pray for the homeowner. In colonial America, few people celebrated Halloween, but fall harvest festivals were common. As more Irish and English immigrants came to America throughout the 1700s and 1800s, they brought familiar Halloween traditions with them. One such tradition was the carving of jack-o'-lanterns. A jack-o'-lantern is a hollowed-out pumpkin or gourd with a face carved in it. A candle is placed inside the jack-o'-lantern to illuminate the carving. Traditionally, jack-o'-lanterns were displayed to scare away evil spirits. Over time, Halloween evolved into a night of mischief and pranks. Children would go door to door asking for treats like candy. If they did not receive a treat, they would play a harmless prank or trick on the homeowner. Trick-or-treating did not become widespread in American communities until the mid-1900s. These days, trick-or-treating is a lighthearted time for children to dress in costume and collect candy from neighbors, and pranks are generally kept to a minimum. Other Halloween traditions include bobbing for apples, taking part in a Halloween costume parade, or watching a marathon of scary movies. Many people decorate their homes and attend Halloween parties. So as you sort through your bag of candy, remember that you are taking part in a tradition that goes back thousands of years.